Could you introduce yourself and what you do at Aswat al-Iraq, please?
Yeah. I'm Asso Ahmad. I'm the director of the Kurdish service of Aswat al-Iraq. It's a Kurdish service targeting the Kurdish population or the Kurdish people in Kurdistan region in Iraq and also abroad for the Kurdish diaspora abroad.
And how would you describe the situation of the media in Iraqi Kurdistan right now? And what's the role of Aswat in it?
Yeah, actually the media situation in Kurdistan region is completely different as the media situation in the rest of Iraq. While in the rest of Iraq, journalists and reporters are facing security problems or security threats from the armed groups and also sometimes from the security forces. In Kurdistan region, the journalists do not face such threats or problems, but instead they face another kind of problem, which is the lack of transparency and also the pressure, the Kurdish government pressure on the press, on the media in general, especially on the independent media.
So
Aswat al-Iraq, the Kurdish service of Aswat al-Iraq could give a good example for independent media in Kurdistan, and it's considered the first real independent news agency. There are, of course, some other news wires, Kurdish news wires, but mostly belong to Kurdish parties, political parties. But the Kurdish service of Aswat al-Iraq could prove itself as the first independent Kurdish wire.
So what does the service produce right now, in terms of numbers of stories a day and what you cover and so on?
Yeah. Actually, we focus mostly on the Kurdish issues in Kurdistan region and also on the Iraqi issues, political and economic and social issues, especially those related to the Kurdish society or Kurdish problems. Now we have increased the number of stories and we have enlarged the reporters network so that we can now cover almost all the Kurdistan region cities and towns. So we are now focusing mostly on the political and social issues in Kurdistan region.
And there are a lot of newspapers and dailies and weeklies and so on. What's the quality like in them?
Actually, since 1991, when the Kurdistan region has got some kind of autonomy here in this region. Since then, the only available media was the political parties' media, which has dominated the media antenna in Kurdistan. But since 2000, some independent newspapers and private newspapers emerged. So we can count about 5 or 6 independent newspapers now working in Kurdistan. And of course, some of the biggest problem facing these outlets or newspapers is the financial problem, and that they do not have good financial resources to survive, and this is a big problem which actually reflects the quality of these newspapers I mean, the quality of their coverage, or their even the stories they publish.
So, as editor of the Kurdish service, what's your number one priority now to further improve the service?
Actually, it's maybe it remains the number one for a long time, which to try to approach the professional standards of journalism and to adapt it in our coverage. Actually, as I said, in this region, the political parties' media has been the dominating media. So the people here did not trust the media, and they did not expect to get true information from right information from this media, political parties media. So our number one priority is to try to show or to give the Kurdish people the truth.
Mm-hmm. So, in such a condition where the region has never known independent journalism, what brought you personally into journalism as a profession?
Maybe I was lucky that I could, due to my knowledge of English language and French language, I could work with some international media outlets and institutions, from which I benefited a lot, and I learned how to work according to the independency and impartiality, and to adapt the international standards of journalism, and also to adapt the international ethics, which were really absent in the Kurdish media.
Now, Aswat al-Iraq, of course, is, as well as Kurdish, has an English service and an Arabic service. I notice all of you as a team come from every conceivable background and religious identification and so on. It seems like there's a real professional spirit here, and this is an institution in which nobody is looking at another person in terms of the normal divisions in Iraqi society. Would you say that's true?
Actually, Aswat al-Iraq, with this combination, the three services, English, Kurdish and Arabic, actually it enabled us as journalists, all of us, to overcome all the difference, I mean the ethnic and religious difference that we experience here, because we have all come from different ethnic groups or environments, but actually we could form one team in Aswat al-Iraq, that we all believe in the same message, that media can do something, media can have a role here, independent media have a role in reconstructing this society, and also to build the new Iraq on a good and strong basis.
Thank you very much.